Hello, and welcome to some WarThunder. In this video, I'll be looking over everything that's came with 1.51. And as of right now, if there's going to be more things later, I'm on the actual server, so it's 1.51.8.48 is the name. So let's get started. First, we'll look at the new Tier 1 Russian medium tank, light tank. Yeah, the light tank. The T-26-4. Basically, it's the same as a regular T-26, except it's armed with the 76mm KT-28 cannon. Very, very small. I think it's the same gun on the T-35. Armor, none. Well, it has armor, but 15. It's pretty lower plate, depending on how you look at it. 7 on the upper plate, but sloped, so it's like 20. 15 up here, all 15 up here, all 15, 15. The gun counts as 5, the top 10. Side of the turret 15, 15, 6, 15. And on the bottom, 6. Along with 10 on for the wheel, drive wheels are 10mm of armor, and the track is another 10mm of armor. So, I guess 25mm penetration you need, depending on how he angles it. Yeah, it's whatever, it's weak. So, next tank, to my knowledge, if I remember all the stuff in the patch server, or the patch notes, would be the almighty box tank, the FC-100Y, which is armed with a B-13 cannon. It's a naval gun, and yeah, this explains itself. 60, 60, 60 everywhere, including the mantlet. I guess this part counts as mantlet. It's by turret armor. I don't know. It doesn't have a turret, but it's flat. It's really flat. Like, I mean, I don't know. 136 and about 80 and about 90 on here with this slope. Lower plate is like 120 along with this piece, so it's like 50 plus. It's like 150, but that's only here. Everywhere it's 60. 60 in the side, very flat, and 60 in the rear. Again, very flat. Another piece is 60, and yeah, top is 20. X-ray inside of it. The weirdly, look at the vertical and the horizontal, and that massive cannon breech. This was a naval gun. I'm pretty sure it was on the. I don't know what ship it was on, but all I know is a Russian naval gun, pretty much. Little shells. If that hits a tank, you think the NC-152 or the Heavy-2 is bad. This thing is actually accurate. 223mm of penetration. And with distance. Yeah. HE alone is 45mm penetration. And no matter what angle. And a velocity, 870 meters a second. Each shell weighing 34 kilograms. Yeah, that would turn whatever it faces into mincemeat. And a 5.3 as well for about 4,000 golden eagles. And next is the... Well, ISU-152 has been moved to Tier 4, and it's above the SU-100. So now, you don't need this to get to this. The SU-152 54. You could just, as long as... I've had the SU-100, because you needed that to get to this. It's funny. You needed this to get to this, and then you needed this to get to this. But now, you need at least one of these, the ISU-122, or ISU-122S, and then you could get the ISU-152. And then, after that, you could get the SU-100. But before, it was SU-152, SU-100, ISU, and then this. Yeah. this when it was added like recently, not like 1.51. I think it was 1.49 when this got added, along with American tanks. So the next tank, the T-34-100. To my knowledge, this was added in a 1.51. It's basically a T-34 with a, you guessed it, a 100mm gun. Same exact armor layout as all the other T-34s, besides the turret, of course. It's I think it's an IS turret, or is it? It's I don't know exactly. To be honest, 90mm there, 90mm there, 75 in that piece of the sign, and 52 there, and it's a T-34, so it's 45, 45, 45. Oh, actually, back here there's two 18mm, two 18mm track pieces here, so it's like 60 if you end up hitting out those track pieces. And the gun, BR-412, BR-412B, BR-412D, high explosive, no APCR, or no hash, or no whatever. Oh, that's another thing that I should mention. Hash rounds and Sabo rounds and stuff for some of the other tanks that haven't had it, hasn't had it yet. And the next tank, to my knowledge, is the T-10M. Yeah. I think the T-10M is what, an IS-8? IS-7? I don't know. All I know is it's just another Cold War thing, and... whatever. It's nothing special. I'm not interested. Oh, that's a different type of shell. High explosive anti-tank fin stabilized. Yeah. Along this thing has Sabo, and you start with almost 300mm pen, BR-472 round. And it's armed with a 122mm M62 T2S, along with a 14.5mm gun that has a different noise than what it previously had. And I think that the T-54 1951 also gets the, fin stabilized. Anti-tank fin stabilized. And that's why Tier 5, high-end Tier 5 tanks are unplayable, because all you see is people shooting fucking Heat FS. I think even the T-1949 gets Heat FS. No, but it gets Sabo, but that's still pretty bad, Sabo rounds. I think the SU gets Heat FS now. Yep, Heat FS, along with Sabo. Yep. And that's it for Russian tanks. Russian planes, I don't think there was anything new. I think that wasn't in this patch. I'm not sure. German planes, nothing new to my knowledge. Oh, wait. I think that those 17E is new? In 1.51? Which is a Tier 1 German bomber. Look at it, no armor on it. And the internal components, massive fuel tanks, because it's a bomber. Engines look pretty small, to be honest. In general, it's armed with a 7.62mm machine gun that you could personally fire, along with two turrets, one there, and I think one there. Wow, that's a weird place. Usually for German bombers, it's either in the tail or up. That's so. Hey, actually, that provides a lot of cover for it, but really it has nothing on the sides. It has a lot of blind spots, and the wings are massive. Look at the wings; they're massive. I think it's also one of the German tanks that could carry, not tanks, goddammit, German planes that could carry torpedoes, but it's not there. Anything else new for German planes? No, I don't think there's anything else new. That was 1.49, I think, that BF1 and NB1. German tanks. I think Panzer 35T, if I'm not mistaken, is new with this patch. It's basically a dumbed down version of a Panzer 38. 37mm KWK 34T. The armor 25, 25, 16, 8 down there. There's 12. Turret 25, 25, 16, 16, 16 all around, 12 on the top, 8 there, 25 on the massive commander scope. What is it? Yes. What else? Oh, didn't. Oh my god. The Nürburflugzeug, the Nürburflugzeug. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't know. One of the first multi-turreted German tanks, as you have a turret, machine gun turret here. 3 Drezzy machine guns, along with a 75 KWK 37 anti-tank gun and a 37mm gun. So it's pretty much your M6 heavy tank for America, except at a battle rating 1.3 and way less armor. Basically, you have a 75, 76 with a sidearm of a 37. So this is it's an interesting tank at its battle rating. Anything else? Ah, there's what everyone's been wanting. Z Leopard 1. Not really interested in a... I'm sort of semi-interested in a Leopard 1. 70, 50, 35, 45, 60, 50, 35. Along with... Weirdly, in the dev server, this was this piece right here alone was 200 millimeters of armor. This piece alone, not anywhere else in the turret. This was 200 millimeters of armor, and I fixed it. Oh, so weirdly, it's 120 here, 40 right there, 100 up there, 120 right there, and 70 right there. Along with the L783 cannon, British L7 War Ordnance L7 gun. That will be interesting that they have it now, because British tanks are coming, as you guys probably already seen on the dev blog on WarThunder on their website. What's interesting, what I want to know is, what the hell is this box? This is like some sort of optics, some sort of scope, maybe infrared. I don't know. Tell me what this box is right here. Like, what is that? Like, seriously, this box. See my cruiser? Look at this. Just, it's pointing at it. Yeah. It's also, I think these are smoke capsules, but you can't use them yet. And there's, oh, well, yeah. Modifications, you start off with Sabo on base, and yeah, Hesh is in WarThunder. High explosive squash head. I haven't seen how it works. All I know is Hesh basically slams into the armor at a force and causes the armor to break off inside the tank, killing the crew, to my knowledge. And of course, Heat FS. It's just so useless. FS. They might as well give the fucking mouse its experimental Sable round that it apparently have, air quotes, experimental. Because it probably will not be added, because it's, air quotes again, experimental. For America, nothing interesting. Super Hellcat, I guess, if you're interested in the M18. Now you have an M18 with the gun of a Pershing or a Jackson. A 90mm gun. Same armor as the regular M18. You just have a 90mm gun. Just compare the armor rating. Make sure I'm sure. Yep. 1225, 1212. Or 12 to 12, 25, 12, 12. Same exact armor. Weighs a bit more. Weird, it's 369 horsepower engine. That's just weird. 72 kilometers an hour. And yeah, nothing else is new. Oh wait, what is this? The M60 pattern. And I thought they were adding the M48, M40. You know, they have M46, M47, M48, and then the M60. But nope, they just went straight to the M60. It kind of looks like an AMX30 from World of Tanks. I mean, and you have the American adaptation of the L7 A1, the M68. Machine guns sound exactly the same, and this thing up here actually rotates. Not the turret, but the commander scope rotates on its own. Like, you could rotate it in the game. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's there mechanically. And your armor, you have a bit more armor. It has way more armor, and there it's way more reliable than the Leopard 1. I think it's a bit slower than the Leopard, but really, I'd rather have armor in my tanks than be, you know, a glass cannon. I mean, it already is a glass cannon at tier 5 with only 101, 76, 51, and 128, 127, 50. But the gun is pretty much the same. And the only weakness of this tank that I see would be this. The this commander scope is probably the weakest part of this tank at 35 millimeters, 25 millimeters. So that's a bit of a downer. How I don't know if it's modeled to be that weak or if it actually was. And again, modifications. You start off with Sabo, you have Hash, and you have Heat FS. Oh, and another tank that gets Heat FS. Actually, the M103 replaces its standard heat round with Heat FS. Same pen, just different mechanic. T95, I think it's another round. I'm not sure. No, T95 just doesn't get another round. Making sure none of these other tanks have hidden rounds that I haven't seen. And American planes are also a bit better, or they get more things. The A36, which is an attacker, A36 Apache. Basically, it plays like a P-51. So it's basically a P-51 at 3.0. Pretty much, that's how you're supposed to play it, or that's how I think of it. You're not supposed to ground attack with this thing. It has fighter characteristics at tier 2. Definitely, it's a fighter at tier 2. It's not. If you get over tiered, then yeah, might as well do ground attack. But if you get 3.0, so yeah, and remember it's plus minus 1, so you could get up to 4.0, which it's a bit underpowered at 4.0. Well, underpowered as in doesn't perform as well as its competitors at 4.0. But at 3.0, it's moderate. You could compete with planes, but yet again, some could outplay you. But when you get under tiered at 2.0, it's basically a 2.0 P-51. When you get under tiered like that, along with the SP2C 1C Helldiver, which is basically an upgraded TBF. It's basically all it is. You get two 20mm cannons instead of machine. 250 caliber it gets. I mean, and the turret is a double 30 caliber machine gun. But what's interesting is torpedoes. When WarThunder ships comes, torpedoes, American planes with torpedoes, German planes with torpedoes. It's all gonna be interesting. How it's gonna work. Especially the Catalinas. American ships and the Catalinas. That's funny. Anything else? Oh, that's new. Sorry. It's like 4 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning my time. No. I don't think that's if I've missed anything, tell me down in the comment section. And all that. And have a good day.